What's good? It's your boy, the urban legend, K to the fucking bird, KGUSA representative all day in the building. And today, we're going to be talking about the company name Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound. If you never heard of Epidemic Sound, I'm about to put y'all up on some free game. Let's get into it. Alright, Epidemic Sound is a music licensing company. You know what I mean? They're similar to the company I just did a review on, which was Artlist. Very similar to Artlist, but they got a couple of different things that I want to point out off the top about Epidemic Sound. The first thing is they got a bigger library than Artlist. That's one thing that I can say they got better than Artlist. Artlist has a certain amount of samples, loops, drum knits, vocals, acapellas, beats, instrumentals. But this company, Epidemic Sound, has a whole wide range. They have shit that's known and shit that's unknown. They have shit that's popular and shit that's unpopular. So the most compelling thing about this Epidemic Sound company is their music catalog. Their music library is serious. Real fucking serious. Also, one thing I want to point out about this company, Epidemic Sound gives you a free trial. A free trial. When I say free, I mean fucking really free. Free trial. You don't have to pay off the top to get a song licensed. The first couple songs you want to get licensed, if you want to just try the company out and see what it does, their shit is completely free. 100% free. But when you hit the free tab, you know they're going to be like, this month is free, then you're going to start getting billed. So to make sure to avoid to get billed after trying this free trial, just try the free trial, then discontinue that shit so it won't get charged to your card or anything like that. Another thing I got to mention about this company that's very good, they got a real good website, a real good efficient website. Shit easy to navigate. It's very user friendly. And what I mean by user friendly, it's in the simplest fucking form possible for anybody to understand. A grown-up, a teenager, a kid, anybody can understand this. If they know the information, you can use the site very well. Navigation very well. Another thing I gotta mention about this company that's very good, when you download something from this company, you get all the stems to the track. That means you get the vocal, the ad-lib, the beat by itself, some loops and some samples that's within the beat. You get everything broken down in files with the stems. And that's very good because a lot of companies that do this type of thing will let you get music licensing and let you get samples and let you use beats on their platform. They usually don't give you everything separate. This company gives you everything separate, all the stems separate, and that's a fucking good thing. Gotta salute them on that. Alright, now let's get into the pricing. Let's get to the fucking nitty gritty. Let's get into the bread. How much it costs to do what? Okay, the first plan they offer is a personal plan. On the personal plan, you got the right to create your own content, all podcasts, all YouTube, all Facebook, whatever the case may be. And all your content is covered for the YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all that shit protects you under that first plan they're offering, which is the personal plan. You can add one channel per platform, and you have unlimited followers and views, and it includes monetization on everything that you do with them. That's the personal plan, and the personal plan is $15 a month. $15 a month personal plan. Pretty much $144 a fucking year. You know what I mean? So it's not bad, and with that, you can get unlimited downloads, unlimited licensing, all the tracks that you license. You're going to be good for putting them out with samples. But they don't have a lifetime fucking licensing plan. So that means that every year you have to renew your subscription in order for your license to stay active and valid. Very good point. Very good point that people need to fucking know. Also, with that personal plan, you get access to all these sound effects. If you need sound effects for like a video, a movie, an ad, a commercial, a clap, a certain kind of shit that you need, you get access to all the free sound effects. But one thing I gotta say that hurts them with their catalog is, since they got such a big ass library, when you go to search for one sound effect, you got to have that shit to the precise title. You know what I mean? If you Google that shit as just like a hand clap, a drum knit, a gun sound, you're going to get too many fucking options to choose from. So if you're going to use that library on the sound effects, you got to know exactly what you're looking for and put it down to a T, because they search shit is very broad due to the large catalog. Anything you use from this website, you can put it on YouTube and don't have to worry about getting flagged and have to dispute the shit about a certain sound or a certain whatever. This is a good place to get all that shit cleared. Simple, done. Alright, that's all for the personal plan. The second plan is the commercial plan. Yeah, the commercial plan. The commercial plan is like, if you a freelancer, or you an independent business owner, business creator, you know what I mean, this is a good spot for you to choose, you know what I mean? With this, it includes everything the personal plan do, plus it cover all your social media, online, websites, all that shit be synced together in one place, and everything that you using gonna be 100% licensed. Nobody can use your shit, and if they use it, you know what I mean, you can have them handle it to go over the damn, the financial part of somebody using your material. All your clearances for samples, songs that's out there, songs that's big, songs you never heard of, and songs that's independent. All the clearances is very simple for when you got this plan. The clearances is very simple and quick. Quick, simple, and efficient. So you get an unlimited use in your digital ads. You can use how many digital ads you want. Ads, you can pick the ads you want to use, you know what I mean? All that type of shit. Very good plan. And on this plan, it's all royalty free. That means 100% of revenue is coming back to you. On the first plan, if you read the fine print, it is not royalty free. The first plan, you get all your rights covered and everything like that, but all royalties is not covered in that shit. So just remember that. They don't say that on the website, but I'm putting y'all on some free games, so I gotta let y'all know. On that personal plan, they're gonna charge you fees on your royalties. On that second plan, commercial, no royalty fees. You straight business. And that plan is $49 a month. $49 a month. Pretty much fucking $50 a month and $299 a year. Pretty much $300 a year. You know what I mean? For the commercial plan. But if you know what to do with it and you know how to use it with your music licensing, if you know how to focus and penetrate what you need to penetrate, it might be a good fucking plan for you. Alright, now the third plan they got is called Enterprise. And this plan, I can't speak too much on, but I'm going to elaborate the best way I fucking can. On this plan, you pretty much a company, a publisher, a broadcaster. You at the top of the fucking food chain when you this. You get all type of access. You get multiple user accounts, clearances for TV, all that shit. Clearances for old samples, clearances for records that's already known. Like clearances to take a sample from a movie clip and do your own fucking video on that shit. Like it could be a video, a reaction video. It could be a video about you just breaking down the content and your personal opinion. All that shit get cleared. Also, you get a music curation on your music. You get support. Like you got somebody that's actually doing the shit that you can kind of pay for this shit on certain websites, on certain backdoor websites, black market websites to pay for this kind of promotion, but they're gonna do it for you on the front end. You know what I mean? And that's very good. The music curation, the music curator is a good tool to have. Every rapper, every artist need a music curator. And if you don't know about that, you need to get up on game. But that could be a whole nother video. You can do customized music production, dedicated customer success with a manager, and you get customized deals. Customized deals, you know what I mean? And what I mean by customized deals, they get you like certain opportunities that certain companies couldn't do. And they can get that shit based off what your market, what you doing, what you selling, what your brand promoting. So this plan is hands-on all the way. You're going to get a fucking manager off the top. You're going to get a manager on this plan. You're going to get customized deals. You're going to get multiple accounts. You're going to be able to clear shit that's on TV shows, TV clearance for certain big channels and big platforms is major. But when it comes to this plan, they don't have no price for this plan. It's not listed. You can't go to the website and get this price. So with this plan, you actually gonna get a quote from a person from the sales company. They gonna look up your shit. You give them your music. You give them your links. You give them your platforms. You give them all your things that you have that's out there for public access, and they give you a judgment on what they're gonna do and how they're gonna move with you. You know what I mean? I never applied for that shit, but now that I'm thinking about it, saying it out loud, that might be a very good move to make. You know what I mean? You never know. It might be more expensive, but it ain't gonna be too more expensive if you actually get money back from it. If you're spending money and you making money, that's good money all fucking day long. So with the enterprise plan, that's the only thing they say. So they really enticing that plan. You know what I mean? They ain't telling you nothing about that plan off top. Nothing you can look up and nothing you can try. They only just telling you, man, like if you want to learn more about this plan, contact us and we're going to hit you back from the sales company. And with that plan, they got major fucking investors, bro. Major investors. With that plan specifically, they got Coca-Cola invested in that shit, Complex, Instagram, Nike, and Discovery. All of them people gave them a quote, gave them a line and said, we trust this company and we do business with this company. So Epidemic Sound on that play is major if you get that plan to work for you. And if anybody out there in the comments that worked that plan, had access to that plan, let that shit be known. And if somebody out there that know that the plan is all cap and it's whack and he ain't doing shit for you or whatever the case may be, let that shit be known in the comments. I can only talk about what I know. I can only speak on what the fuck I can really speak on. And what I can speak on is the personal plan. You know, I tried it out. It's cool. It's efficient. But it don't have a lifetime licensing. And that's the kind of license that I need. I'm thinking long term. You know what I mean? I need the lifetime shit. You know what I mean? I need the lifetime mixed with the enterprise. Because I want to have lifetime membership. And I'm trying to bring in other artists and other people under my wing. Other business partners, people that I fuck with. And try to give them the same opportunities. And let them know how to do it this way. And let them know what you can make doing it this way. That's how I like to move. So I said that to say this. I just put y'all up on some free game about Epidemic Sound. If you want to know more, look the motherfuckers up. If you know more than I do, drop a comment. Let that shit be known. It's your boy, the urban legend, K to the fucking bird, KGUSA all day, and I'm signing out.